Welcome to episode 4.2 of Item Feud. As always, we have to look at fan art, but we only got 2 from Maxfecto this time, showing us how he lives. So now I'm gonna explain how items work in death, since a few people were confused. Items can be used at any time except after voting ends and before the next submission phase starts, and usually are in effect during the round you're in. You can use as many items as you want in a round, and items can affect someone, like Slap, the teams, like Cupcake, or the results, like Blue Shell. Items have a certain chance of popping up, so overpowered items are less likely and useless items are more likely. If you want to keep up with what items you have, or a list of all the items and their rarities and what they do, in the description will be a spreadsheet with all that information. The contestants' inventory is only updated after each round is over though. When someone dies, they get their own personal item in honor. If we have a non-submitter, they all collectively get one item that has nothing to do with them and it's my own idea. You only officially use your items at the end of the voting and submission periods, so people will be able to steal your items until the end of the periods in which you will use them, so they can't be stolen. I'm also now changing so you're only notified at the end of a period when an item is used on you, unless it affects you at the current period, like using blindness potion during voting. Hopefully that will clear everything up. Another thing I'm changing, because we're a progressive competition, is elimination. It used to be that the bottom 10% of all submissions was how many people were being eliminated on the worst team. For example, if we had 40 submissions, that means the worst team would have bottom 4 eliminated, even if they had like 6 people and the other team had 34. Now, the bottom 20% of the population of the worst team will be eliminated, so if one team has 10 people, they will have 2 eliminated if they're the worst team, but if the other has 20 people and they are the worst team, the bottom 4 of them will be eliminated, so it's a bit more fair. That means Team Butter will have 1 eliminated if they're the worst, and Team Y will have 3 eliminated if they're the worst. I'm also sorry, last episode I accidentally called Team Butter Team Inactive. It will never happen again up until episode 5.1. Alright, let's see how you guys used your items this round. First, War Bunny slapped Marble Race Fan Epic. Vortex used the Blue Shell and decided to battle Sigh of Disdain for an item. Tyranar pickpocketed Maxfecto's Vulnerable, which she was going to use on Sigh of Disdain. Marble Race Fan Epic used a magnet to steal Fonda's item and also used an antidote to cure his slap. And lastly, Charcoal bullied Team Inactive into being called Team Butter. That is some intense item action. Did the items used save someone from elimination? Let's find out. First of all, today's first place will be a sad gray color and get no prize because they were hit by a blue shell. And that person is Brizzlebrep, who submitted just before the picture is taken. Asked them, why are you making that weird face? They will take care of the rest, which is an amazing submission, but Vortex had to go and blue shell you. Your prizer friend is Checkin, who submitted, I would pay off the photographer and make sure they wouldn't remind the student 9 times to smile. According to every school photo I've taken, this is a necessary step. Without it, they will surely fail. Which was clearly sarcastic, because being reminded to smile does not improve the picture at all and actually definitely ruins it. This one was pretty controversial though. And top 5 is Lady Molib, Yo-Yo Cake, and Charcoal. Glad to see Team Butter members are up there. Top 10 is Chain Chomp Brayden, Maxfecto, Vortex 83, Malshock 9, and Viscerant. Looks like Vortex 83 won his battle against Sigh of Disdain, which coincidentally got him the item battle. Now I will go down to the elimination zone, where people have a chance to be eliminated. Next is Sigh of Disdain, Tyranar, War Bunny, Fonda1515, a Green Bean Casserole, and Yoshi Awesome. That is a lot of Team Y members in the bottom 50%, but we're still missing Marble Race Fan, who's in Team Butter. Who will have the worst average percentile? Did Marble using that antidote save himself? Will Team Y actually lose a round? Well, with 49.49 average percentile for their team is Team Butter, who had the worst average percentile. Sadly, Marble Race Fan Epic will be eliminated. It was very close this time, and there is a chance of survival for Team Butter. Marble, your item is invisibility. When you use this item, any item affecting you goes right through you, and you can choose for it to hit someone else instead. Pretty cool, right? Well, now that Team Butter is down to 4 members, it's time for teams to break up. You don't get to choose your teams either. I'm making the teams so that they're slightly balanced. You also get new team colors, which are Hex Color 66FF96 and Hex Color FA78E1. green, and the purple/pink color. You guys will also decide your team names again, and you will have until the next submission period ends to do so. Here are your new teams. On hex color 66FF96 is Lady Molub, Sid the Science Kid, Brizzlebrip, Omelette, Fonda 1515, Malshock 9, Check-In, Viscerant, and Tyranar. On hex color FA78E1 is Charcoal, Maxfecto, Yo-Yo Cake, a Green Bean Casserole, Vortex, Chainchomp Brayden, War Bunny, Lord Pickle King, Sive Disdain, and Yoshi Awesome. The green-like team has 9 people, but they're a bit higher in average percentile, and the pink/purple team has 10. If you're in the Item Feud server, after this video uploads, you'll have to do the command spoiler so that you'll get access to your new team chats. This is to prevent any spoilers. In your team chats, there will be a poll put up for what you want your name to be. After that, there will be another poll that will decide the official name for your team. I kinda skipped over the controversial submissions for this round. Lord Pickle King's Murder Them, that would probably work, was the most controversial. And Marble Races, they paid for it. They didn't want to show up in any pictures because he hasn't gone to the hairdresser for a long time, was the least controversial. Looking at stats, we can see now that Lady Molub is on top, followed by Charcoal and Brizzlebrip, and Sid the Science Kid really needs to catch up. Charcoal has the most consistent percentiles, and Sid has the least consistent. A Green Bean Castle, Lady Molub, and Check-In have been hoarding all the items for themselves, while Sive, Disdain, and Maxfecto have the least items so far. Once again, item usage and item affected stats are boring because we don't have enough people using items. Check-In, you have 6 items right now, so you're going to be a target for pickpockets and robberies. Watch out. And the prompt for round 5 is, it's April Fool's Day, and you could be anything, any person, any company, etc. What do you do to pull off the most amazing April Fool's prank? The possibilities are endless. An example is, I'd become Apple and announce that the next phone will bring back the headphone jack. You have until November 18th to answer this prompt and choose a name for your teams. Have fun, guys. See you in round 5. Bye!